Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the month of November or whenever this video might find you. I don't trust in coincidences, so I believe that you will receive this message exactly when you're meant to. Let's just start with a little bit of Palo Santo, raising our energy, raising the energy of our environment. Thank you, Sacred Palo Santo. Thank you. Thank you. If you are new here, welcome. Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome in. I am a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach. I'm a retreat host, and I like to do these videos here on YouTube as much and as often as I can. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our collective. I'm going to read some messages for you from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. This is by Kelly Smith. I like to put all of the links to my decks down below in the comments. We'll start off with your primary energy for the month of November. What is the primary energy for the Capricorn collective? And I've got two messages here for you. So I'm getting old habits. So what might be standing in your way? You're going to know what this is more than anybody else. And an old habit does typically show itself in the form of procrastination, self-sabotage. Again, if you're returning, you know that I was having a little bit of resistance here myself. We sold our house back in August and we moved into our new house. And I just didn't do videos for September and October because I was just had so much going on, and it was so easy for me to drop into that resistance, for me to drop into that self-sabotage. There were definitely things going on that felt like they were stopping me from making these videos. But looking back at it, I can see that there were times where I wasn't utilizing my time. Old habits can be things like, yes, I said procrastination and avoidance and resistance, but it can also be unhealthy coping mechanisms. So numbing out on your phone, things like that. I am also getting for your primary energy spiritual gifts. So you probably know exactly what this is, and your intuition is telling you what it is that you need to do in order to get out of these old habits, out of this self-sabotage. We all experience our spiritual gifts in different ways. And, fellow earth sign, I know for myself being a Virgo sun and rising, with earth being our primary energy, it's very common for us to not be able to connect in with our spiritual gifts when we're not grounded. So I'm getting for you for this month, grounding is going to be really, really important for you to open up those spiritual gifts. And remember that your spiritual gifts are going to come in so many different ways. Some of us hear spirit, our clairaudience is very in tune. Some of us see spirit. We might see visions in our meditations and even in our dreams. A lot of you could be getting messages in your dreams. And, a lot of us have that inner knowing, that's just strong knowing. We don't know how we know things. We just know them. And trust that, okay? What I'm getting for you is to really trust that inner knowing. There's so many times where we don't trust it, but just remember, your intuition is just like any other muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it's going to get. So the more that you act on those intuitive nudges, some people call them, oh, I had this thought, I was in the shower and I had the most amazing idea. That wasn't an idea at all. That was an intuitive download. So trust when you get that. You might feel like there's someone that you just don't trust. There's someone whose vibe you're just not picking up on, and you don't know why you're not really aligning with this person. I want you to trust that, because I feel like your intuition is primarily speaking to you through your clear knowing. I'm getting angel numbers. So many of you might be seeing synchronicities, and this is your way of receiving messages from your higher self, from God, from your angels, from the divine universe. And you'll have to let me know down below in the comments what angel numbers you are seeing the most. Let me actually pull a card from the angel number deck. This one's by Mystic Michaela. I love this book, or I love this deck. I also have the book because it's a great way if you're seeing a message and you're not quite sure what it is and you Google that message, my gosh, you could find so many different answers. If you do that, then I want you to trust that whatever message you're receiving. So if you're Googling like, oh, I'm seeing this number all the time, and you Google what it is, or you search it up what it is, and there's like 17 different messages, I want you to trust the one that you resonate with the most. That's the one that you're supposed to go with. If you see other messages that you just don't quite resonate with, ignore those ones. They're not for you. This is a general reading as well. So if you're not resonating with the messages that I'm sharing with you, make sure that you check out your other signs, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, or anywhere else in your chart, really. And together they all create like a puzzle that puts together what your month ahead is going to be like. And let's see what angel number wants to show up the most for the Capricorn collective. And I'm getting 924, farewell. So, I mean, this definitely says that there's something that's ready to go here. And it could be this old habit. It could be this resistance and this self-sabotage. We've got some really great astrological events happening in November that can really help support us on our journey. So starting off with the beginning of the month, October 31st, the veil is at its thinnest. So this is an opportunity for you to connect in with your higher self more easily, with your angels, with your spirit guides and allies, with God, with your ancestors. And then shortly after that, we've got the full moon on November 5th. So a great opportunity to release. And it sounds like there's something here that's ready to be released. 924 farewell says, look fondly on what was. It's okay to look back at the past with a thankful heart. Your angels see that you're letting go of things that once served you well, and they remind you that it's necessary to do this. Take a few moments now to connect with your angels as you visualize their loving light surrounding you, sending your angels and yourself gratitude as you let go of the past. So what are you ready to release, Capricorn? This could be outdated beliefs. This could be people. I actually do feel like it's people for a lot of you. There are people who are in your life that you're just like, why am I giving this person my energy? What I'm getting and what I got in my meditation before I started filming was, why are you dimming your light for those who don't even like you? For those who aren't even giving you their energy, their focus, their attention, their love? Why are you trying to dim to fit in with people who are not even aligned with you? So there's definitely something that's ready to be released. Now, shortly after the full moon, we have the 1111 portal. I've got an event happening, so you can check out the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership for that. The link to join that is down below in the comments. And if you join the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership, it's a month-to-month membership, but you don't have to sign up for a whole year or anything like that. You can just go month to month. But we are going to have an 1111 portal event here on Zoom. So that'll be a great event to come to call in what it is that you're ready to call into your life. And for some of you, I feel like it's calling in members of your soul family, calling in people who really understand your vibration and your frequency so that you don't have to dim to fit in. Again, let me know if you're seeing any other angel numbers, because all of these numbers have a frequency, and that frequency is a specific message that is for you at the time. And it doesn't have to be like the repetitive numbers. A lot of people see the obvious angel numbers, like 1111, 555, 222, things like that. But sometimes your angel numbers could be something like 818 or 724, or in this case, 924. Let's see what will be the biggest challenge, because we got to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? We are here on Earth. It's quite dense here, and we do have a duality. We've got shadow, we've got light. So let's see what will be the biggest challenge for the Capricorn collective in the month ahead, please. What will be the biggest challenge? And again, I will do an extended reading at the end too. So if you're looking for a little bit more clarity, if you're resonating with this message as we move through it and you want to dive a little bit deeper, please join me there. I really love the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership. We meet at least twice a month, once for a guided journey. Oh, you can maybe hear my dog in the background. Once for a guided journey, a shamanic journey, and once for a group reading. So it's actually a great opportunity to have some one-on-one time as well. I do have 5 one-on-one sessions open up every single month. So you can also check out that if you're looking for some intimate time together, but the group readings are really awesome as well. I always make sure that there's time for everybody in those group readings. The biggest challenge for the Capricorn collective, I'm getting reconciliation. So some of these relationships are going to be worth keeping. And what I'm really getting for you here is to use discernment. And discernment can be really challenging for so many of us. Discernment is like, okay, how do I know if this is just a lesson that I'm meant to be learning, or if this is an opportunity for me to look at my own triggers, my own shadow, or is this truly misaligned? And the difference is the ego will often try to keep us safe in our comfort zone, right? That's exactly what the ego is meant to do. The ego is meant to keep us safe. The ego doesn't know if taking a step outside of your comfort zone is, learning a lesson or, facing your shadow, versus, are you actually in danger right now? do you need to be running from a saber-toothed tiger like we probably did once upon a time? So learning discernment is a big life lesson that many of us who are on our path, on our journey, we're meant to learn in this lifetime. One way that I teach in my mentorship programs about how to really tap into discernment is learning, what does a yes feel like in your body and what does a no feel like in your body. Everybody's going to be different, but for myself, a yes in my body feels very light, very open. I often find my heart is very open. My solar plexus, my personal power is very open. And a no in my body feels very contracting. Like my throat sometimes gets a little bit full feeling, like that frog in your throat feeling. Sometimes a no in my body feels like a pit in my stomach feeling, like I actually feel like sick. So learning what a no and a yes feel like in your body can be really helpful with learning discernment, like which relationships are for you, which are not for you. Some relationships, they can be really challenging and triggering, but as I mentioned earlier, it's really about looking at our own shadow. Our triggers are our teachers, right? So if somebody's really triggering you, I'll give you an example. Someone recently, I was really triggered by them because they were so resistant to their own healing journey and really stuck in their victim story. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have no tolerance for this because I've been on my journey for 14 years. And I know that it's just a constant cycle of facing yourself and releasing that victim story. And why have resistance is just slowing us down. And I had to really look at myself, like, why am I so triggered by this? Why am I so triggered by this person? What is it about this person that's so triggering to me? And it's because there's still that part of me inside of me. There's still that part of me that does, feel like I am the victim sometimes. There's that piece of me that does feel resistant to my journey. It's like, oh my gosh, I've done so much work. Is there actually still so much work to do? How is this possible? I've been on my journey for 14 bloody years now. So what is it about the people who are triggering you? What is that bringing up inside of you? And can you sit with that? Again, some really great opportunities here in the month of November where we are supported by the cosmos. We're supported with the full moon. We're supported with the 1111 portal. This one really wants to come out. Perception. Yeah, totally. The perception card tells us that you're about to have a shift of perception that's really going to change everything for you. Again, getting out of the victim story, again, looking at, okay, what is this here to teach me? A lot of the times we feel like when the shit is hitting the fan and so much stuff is happening, it's like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? And I know it sounds cliche, but it's really about like, what is this here to teach me? This isn't happening to me. This is happening for me. We'll clarify some of these a little bit, but I want to see if there's another message. What will help the Capricorn collective to align with their highest timeline in the month ahead, please? What will help the Capricorn collective the most? Okay, I'm getting power struggle. Yeah, there's a lot about other people here for you. There's a lot about other people. And this power struggle says like, hey, all that you can do is show up as your best. We're all on a karmic journey, right? So if you show up as the wounded version of you, you're just going to attract more of that into your life. So what I like to do when it comes to conflict with other people is just really up my energy hygiene. And if you've been here for a while, you've probably heard me say this many times before. What is energy hygiene? For me, it's 3 steps. Cleanse your energy, ground your energy, protect your energy. And there's lots of different ways to do that. Everyone's going to use whatever practices resonate most with them. For myself, cleansing my energy, I like to smudge with sage. I like to use agua de Florida. This is my favorite. Make sure you get the one from Peru though. Okay. There's 2 different ones. You want to get the one from Peru, not the one from New York. Personally, I just order it direct from the manufacturer, Murray and Landman. Yeah. So cleanse your energy. You can do that with bells. I know a lot of people are not totally comfortable smudging or using different herbs or burning things. So you can use bells. You can use visualization. One of my favorite ways to cleanse, and I always do this before I start filming, is to have a pink Himalayan salt bath. And no, not Epsom salts. Everyone's like, what about Epsom salts? No, they're totally different. Epsom salts are magnesium. Pink Himalayan salts are sodium. And not only that, but they also connect us with the Himalayan mountains, the Apus. All the mountains are some of the oldest, strongest nature spirits that there are. They have so much knowledge, they have so much wisdom, and they're so powerful. So getting into a pink Himalayan salt bath can be a really cleansing experience. No phone, by the way. When you bring your phone into the bath, totally defeats the purpose. You've got a little portal there. It's draining your energy more likely than not. So cold water is really great too. I know the weather's starting to shift, so this is the perfect time to get into some cold water. Do a cold plunge if you're up for that. I personally love it. I'm a fair weather friend, but there's something about getting into cold water that it's just so invigorating, and it absolutely shifts your energy. When it comes to grounding your energy, of course, the easiest way is to go outside, right? So many of us are inside all the time. We're in our house, and then we're in our job, and then we come back into our house and we do our nightly things. We take care of things. We take care of the house. We take care of the meals, all those things. And then we find that like, oh my gosh, I hardly went outside today. Get outside, go for a walk. If it's cold, wear double layers. I wear double layers all the time. I have like an under layer that's nice and warm, and then I put my regular clothes over top of that. Like I said earlier, I'm a fair weather friend. Giving offerings to the earth can be a really great grounding experience. Roses are sacred. So 3 rose leaves can be a beautiful offering for the earth, or rose petals, or a rose bud, or a rose stem, whatever works for you. But really, Mother Earth will take anything as an offering. You can also ground with Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo. It raises our energy, but it's also very grounding. You can ground with different crystals, different essential oils, things like that. And of course, visualization as well, visualizing your roots going down into the earth, connecting yourself. It's really calming for the central nervous system as well. And then energy protection is so individual. We all will take what resonates with us and leave what doesn't. So maybe you put up protection with prayer. Maybe you put up protection by visualizing a ball of protective energy around you, or a shield, or whatever the case may be. If you're a part of the Sacred Self-Empower community membership, I teach a lot about energy hygiene in there. Let's clarify these old habits. Okay, let's clarify. What else does the Capricorn collective need to know about these old habits? About self-sabotage. Okay, you're getting 2 again. Why are you getting 2 so often? Okay, healing with nature. I literally just said that. Healing with nature. So the old habit I feel for you is a lot around not being grounded. And you're an earth sign. You need grounding more than anybody. We all need grounding, but earth signs, we crave it. We need it. Our soul really wants it. And I feel for some of you, you're not getting outside enough. So get outside into the healing elements, the waters. If you are near water, I would go and sit by the water, go for a walk by the water, whatever works for you. If you've got a lake, an ocean, a creek, a river, I have a pond on my new property. So I like to go out by the pond and just watch the ducks. And it's so cute. I love it so much. It's so grounding. You can also work with your plants. If you're like, Jenny, I really cannot get outside. I can't stand this weather. It's rainy, it's snowy, whatever the case may be. Work with your plants, but this is saying go outside. So if you have a chance to go outside, go outside. If you don't, make a chance. You are worthy of taking the time to go outside. It's going to calm your central nervous system. And Mother Earth, Pachamama, she's like any great mother. She wants to take all of our stuff, all of our hucha, our dark, dense, heavy energy. She wants to take our pain. She wants to take our suffering. She wants to take our anxiety. Give it to her. It's a gift. It's an offering. She will turn anything that we give her into food for something else. Mother Earth composts, right? So give her your pain, give her your suffering, give her your frustration. You're also getting universal bank. So everything that you need to thrive is already here, Capricorn. Everything that you need to thrive is already here. And again, I know this sounds a little cliche, but it's like you have all the answers within you. You're an old soul. And maybe you've had people tell you that before, but I feel like you are an old soul. This collective, whoever's watching, you are an old soul. You've been here many times before, and you can access all of the wisdom, all of the gifts, all of the knowledge, all of the lessons from your past lives. They're within you right now. If you don't have a meditation practice going, you're getting healing in nature. You could just go outside and not have your phone and just sit in the earth and see what comes to you. Whatever sensations, whatever thoughts, ideas, feelings, senses, whatever strong knowings, any words, any colors, they're not insignificant. If you need to bring a journal with you to write them down, I would do that for sure. Let's see if we can get a clarification. There's too many cards there. I don't want to take them. Let's see if we can get a clarification for you. Tell me more, Spirit, about this spiritual gift card that I'm getting for the Capricorn Collective. Metamorphosis. So you are, maybe you feel like you've turned yourself into soup right now, right? Like that's what the caterpillar does. It goes into the cocoon, it turns itself into soup, and then it emerges as the butterfly. And that is what I'm really picking up for you. We are not too far away from your solar return. So as we get into the end of a year, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever lessons were meant to be learned in that year, we're coming to the end of those lessons. Your birthday season is right around the corner, and you are going to be emerging as the butterfly, and your spiritual gifts are the key to that, okay? Listening to your intuition. As I said earlier, your intuition is just like any other muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But just like any other muscle, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So make sure that you're taking action on those intuitive nudges that you get. When you get a message, no, I shouldn't do this, really don't do it. Honor yourself. When you feel like, oh, I should do this, don't let self-sabotage get in the way. Take action and do it, because that is going to strengthen your intuition. Maybe some of you are even doing readings for other people as well. I feel like there could be a group of you for sure that are doing readings or healing sessions for other people. Do for yourself as you do for others. That's a strong message for some of you. If you're resonating with this, I would be so grateful if you like this video. It is the easiest way. Some of you might need to clear your throat chakra, I'm getting. Yeah, definitely. Again, if you're liking this video, please hit the like button. It is the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. And if you are really resonating with my energy, I'd be so grateful if you hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments how this is resonating with you. We'll get some more clarification. Is there anything else that Capricorn needs to know about these angel numbers? Boundaries, have boundaries. Maybe some of these angel numbers are coming up in times when you're not honoring your own boundaries, and that can be challenging for so many of us. I know that the majority of you who watch are women, and boundaries can be so hard for us. We were taught, so many of us were taught to be a good little girl and not to rock the boat, but boundaries are so important. Honor yourself. That's tying right into those spiritual gifts, right? Honoring yourself. And if you're a man watching and you're like, oh, well, did you just exclude me? Absolutely not. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy within us. Where are you not honoring your own boundaries? And reconciliation. Let's find out more about this reconciliation. Let's pull these two together, reconciliation and power struggle, because they're very much related. Reconciliation is your challenge, and power struggle is how to align with your highest path. So let's get some more clarification on that, and then we will dive in a little bit deeper with the extended reading too. Let's see here. What else does Capricorn need to know about this power struggle? 2. Why do you keep getting 2? Okay, earth shifts. Yeah, you're totally an earth sign. You are going to tap into the collective. So I feel like maybe you're tapping into this other person's energy, and you may even be confusing their energy with your own. That's really common for those of us who consider ourselves empaths, and that's where energy hygiene really comes in. It's so important to cleanse, ground, and protect your energy so that you're not absorbing other people's energy. And then I'm getting judgment. So this is saying that you're being asked to let go of all judgments. So remember, when we're judging someone else, it's a projection of our own insecurity. What is it within yourself that needs to be healed? And if you're on the opposite end of this, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be both. Like you're projecting judgment towards others, and others are projecting judgment towards you. Finding compassion and tolerance and understanding, and even forgiveness for those who are projecting their judgment towards you, that they're just human. They're just going through their own human experience, and they're doing exactly what I just said. They're just projecting an insecurity onto you. When somebody judges you, maybe somebody judges you because you're healing out loud. Well, they're judging you because they are not doing their own healing work, and it's triggering for them because they know subconsciously that they're not doing their own healing work. Most of us are not conscious that we are projecting onto other people. It's definitely in the subconscious. And oh my gosh, I'm seeing 1111, you guys, on my thing right now on my laptop, 1111. So there's some confirmation for you. Okay. Let's dive into this a little bit deeper in the extended. I hope to see you over there, Capricorn. Let me know in the comments how this video was resonating with you, and I hope to see you on the next one.